Huh?
It sounds super good, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Hi folks, welcome back to Heard It on the X, the East Coast premier music talk show, joined in studio by Melia, and on the phone by the one and only Jasmine Cain. Jasmine, you still there?
I'm here, man.
So Jasmine makes her living at bike rallies, and like I told you, I'm very much a father. So when I first talked to her, that was my major concern: is what is are you crazy, honey? Don't do this. So she tells me, oh, don't worry. I used to jump off the speakers backwards. But then when I felt my hair brush the ground, I decided I would jump forward. So now she's safe because she's jumping forward.
That's awesome.
Well, you just look for the biggest guy out there and you aim for their neck.
Yeah.
At least you got a place to land.
So what are some of the pitfalls of the industry that that Melia's getting herself in? And we came in listening to some of Melia's music there. What are some of the pitfalls of the industry? What advice can you give Melia?
You know, the pitfalls, I guess, you know, as we were talking about earlier, is getting people to have respect for you. And honestly, I don't think it's really hard to find places. It's cool when it happens, but it's really hard to find places that just have instant respect for you. After you build up a reputation and you get a name for yourself, you will be treated with the respect that you deserve, but you have to earn it. And it doesn't come to you easily. You have to prove yourself over and over again. And consistency is key. Because, you know, the first time that you are inconsistent, it blows your whole credibility. So, you know, always got to have solid people in your band. You've always got to bring your A game. You've always got to be on your game vocally. You always got to look the part. And excuses are just not, valid. So, you know, you always got to come and bring your A game.
You know, Melia is a ripping guitar player. You guys should get together and form some kind of super group.
Well, oh, man, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you.
You know, my best friend here in Nashville, who is also in a rock band, we were trying to get her on the phone and actually just text her. She's out running around. She's got her cell phone with her. We might be able to get her on here in a little bit. But she's out doing the exact same thing, and her name and band name is Goldilocks.
Yeah, we were trying to get her on.
What's that?
We were trying to get her on. We tried on the break to get her on, but our schedules didn't line up, I guess, or something.
Yeah, I think she was confused about the time difference. The Eastern time.
Oh, okay.
Because we're in Central and you guys are in Eastern.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But, anyway, she's doing the exact same thing. This girl does everything. She just got back from a USO tour. She is a one-man show also, and puts up everything, the bookings, management, everything. She's also a world-class photographer and does all the promotions. She does all the graphic art stuff for the band. I mean, you can go now and get yourself a graphic art class, man. You'd be doing yourself a huge favor. There's so much promotional material that has to be generated.
My brother does
and she is the queen of that.
You want to know
Her
what's...
songs are amazing, and she just blows the doors off of everywhere she is. But she and I were just going over all this when Rich first had addressed us about being on this show. And we were talking about all the different things that you have to be able to do and all the things that are expected of you being a female in this industry. And man, it's mind-blowing. Like, we never sleep. We work constantly. We're so driven. I mean, she's amazing. If you get a chance, you got to look up her stuff too. I hope we get her to join us.
Well, we're gonna make sure all three of you guys get a chance to hook up via Facebook and like each other's pages. And once again, tell us your website and tell us your Facebook page, Jasmine.
My Facebook page is just Jasmine Cain Rocks. And it's Cain, it's C-A-I-N, like the Bible, Cain and Abel. The good girl had to go down, man. There's no room for good girls here. What's the saying that they always say? They're like, good girls go to heaven, but bad girls go everywhere else.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's
I think it's good. Good girls go to heaven, bad girls get their windows shot out of their Suburban. I think that's what it is.
You hush.
It's funny that you were talking about the graphic arts thing, because Melia's brother handles all that for her, so she's got to kind of self-contained within her family, which is actually really cool for her. I don't know.
You're doing dishes for the rest of your life, right?
What, me?
Yeah. All the house chores.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's stuck doing the dishes while her brother does all the hard work. She said her brother would be offended if she went anywhere else. So
yeah, he would. He gets mad. There's people that have been tried to do little things for me, and he's like, no way, it's not happening. I'm like, all right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That you have people in your family that can help you because they're going to have your back, man. That's awesome.
For sure, yeah.
My younger brother also wants to be involved, but only with helping me find a gun.
Oh. Wherever you can get help.
He wants me to have a gun.
Yeah, you know what? See, now I'm in agreement with the younger brother here. This is one of the avenues I want to go down. Don't tell me that you haven't ended up in creepy experiences.
Sure.
You had to have. Both of you guys.
Yeah.
Have you, Melia, already?
Yeah.
You creepy situations.
Oh, yeah.
Promoters, bar owners, even musicians, probably, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, what is the creepiest thing that happened to you, Melia?
I would say that there was a guy that followed me to my show.
Like a fan, like a stalker.
Fan, but he kind of.
I never even thought about that. The stalkers too. You guys got to have stalkers like crazy.
Oh, we got some amazing stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I love fans though.
They do shit that you just can't even believe.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I mean, but he like followed me around the whole time, and I was like, I'm busy. He goes, well, no, actually just happened my last show. And he goes, well, when can you talk? And I'm like, I'm really busy because I was running around signing and all this stuff. The second I just got 1 minute to breathe, he comes up and he's like, can you talk now? He goes, what's your number and this and that, and he found me on Facebook. He goes, hey, like he'll send me like a million messages every day. Yeah. It's
good until. If they're still nice to you, if you can still handle it, it's when they turn that corner, when they feel like they're not getting enough attention from you, and then they get violent.
Or just old guys hitting on you.
Right. Yeah, that's got to be super creepy.
That's creepy. I think that's creepier.
Jasmine, what is the? I'm afraid to even ask her because I know it's going to end in bloodshed or something. She probably. All right.
When I was. First
but we got to keep it PG though, hon. We're on the radio.
The booking situation. Oh, you want a job in my bar? You want to play here? Well, follow me back to my basement office, not my regular office, but my basement office. Let's talk there. And you're like, well, you don't want to go down there, but here you are, and you're like, next thing you know, you're going down a stairway in complete blackness, and the guy's walking ahead of you. You don't know where you're going, and he asks you to turn on the lights. Ahead. He's like, well. I asked him, is there a light around here because I can't see anything? And he says, yeah, there's a switch like above your head, a pull cord,
Yeah.
And you pull the cord, and the dude's standing there with his pants around his ankles,
Nice.
Oh, man.
50 Shades of Creepy.
That's the end all for that.
Yeah.
Oh,
man. If you stand there with his head around your ankles and you start laughing at them, they're pretty much out of the mood.
But I mean, now.
I've had some interesting stalker situations. I've had people threaten to kill me because if they can't be with me, no one can. I've had, numerous threats of things like that, which, you kind of take with a grain of salt. I get people showing up at my high school that in rural South Dakota. It's not easy to get there. And they'll show up and talk to my Spanish teacher, and they'll send me a picture of my high school track record up on the wall still, and things like that. It's you still get weird people checking out. And
so then, wait a minute.
It's going to be that way.
So Jasmine. So someone is actually taking a pilgrimage.
I think Dolly Parton said it best when people asked her about how she felt about all that stuff. She said, honey, I worked way too hard to be this famous to start complaining about it now.
But now, wait a minute. No, let me just ask you this now. Somebody took a pilgrimage to rural South Dakota to snap a photograph of your track record.
Oh, yeah, and then email it to me.
Are you kidding me?
It's like,
but that seems relatively, I mean, to be honest with you, that seems relatively tame compared to the basement pants ankle guy. That's that.
Well, he wasn't trying to get me to book a show.
Yeah, no, I figured.
The story might have been different.
Well, I figured that. But now, let me ask you this, though. The creepy experiences, like the overt sexual experiences, the longer you're in the game, I'm assuming that happens less. But I mean, this is one of my concerns about all you girls is that you're in a really dangerous game. You're in clubs. You're around shady people, anyways. And let's face facts: 95% of every club owner out there is shady, and they're on the verge of closing, and they just live in a different world than the rest of.
Especially when you're getting your start, because you're trying to play anywhere. So when you're dealing with the bars that are, just barely surviving, and everything's kind of done on the down low, and the books are all kind of like not right, and those kind of venues and stuff. I mean, once you build yourself up. You don't have to play those venues, and that's the cool thing about getting to a certain level. Like, you get to pick and choose what you go and do from that point on. And you're smart to be touring like you are, like doing stuff in Europe, doing stuff. It makes your